Today we are going to be doing our gas lab. Alright. Following, we already have all the equipment and supplies that I got out from the chemistry lab box. And now we're gonna go on to first step of the procedure is talking about yeast and how yeast is a living organism that is in a dry state. And to activate it, you need to add 40 milliliters of warm water. So it looks like 45 degrees Celsius. I have warm water. I'm not sure if it's 45. It's a little more than 40. It's like fit. We are at 50, looks like 52, 53 degrees. Okay. And so we need 40 milliliters of it. So we are going to pour into this one 40 milliliters. 30, pour a little bit. So we have our plastic cup. We have our 40 milliliters of water. That's like way less than 40. It's like 35. So let's put it in 40. So we have 40. We're gonna pour it into this plastic cup. To a small cup from our chemistry kit. Shift it through. And then add a packet of yeast. That is this thing. And we have to stir it with our plastic spoon. Gather the equipment shown in figure 1. Shh, boys! I'm recording a video for Chem. I have to show my figure 1. Wow, what? This figure 1. So you have to gather all the equipment from figure 1. So it says to set up the equipment before adding the yeast. So we have our tube here, our little thing with the tube. And then use a rubber band to help create the curve. So I believe the rubber band is right here with our little beads. Probably Future Labs. And we want to create a curve. So we'll just like that, I'm guessing. It's gonna be like that. I don't know if that's maybe too high, probably is. So there you go. We have our little curve. Hold the cylinder vertical. Looks like this is the cup. And then rubber band. This is the cup. Hold the cylinder vertical and look at eye level. So it looks like we have to have that, the cylinder. Oh God, I'm not gonna put that in the cup just yet. Oh, I think that's this big container, actually. And this thing, and then our, let's see. Okay, so we have to put the yeast though in the water and stir with the spoon. Make sure to stir with a spoon. And okay, so there's our yeast. Pour all of it. And then we stir with the plastic spoon. I know yeast is something that we use a lot in bread. And like bakery items. Ooh, and it smells like oatmeal. Just stir. So while that's there, set it to the side while I set the rest of the experiment. I will be mixing the hydrogen peroxide solution and the yeast in this flask. I don't know how to pronounce it. And the oxygen gas that formed will travel through the tubing and bubble into inverted graduated cylinder. I believe it's this one that they're talking about. And then fill the large plastic container with about 2/3 full of room temperature tap water. So this one's warm. It's about the same water that I used for there. So I'm gonna go grab room temperature water. Okay. It says about 2/3 full. Oh, so I think I'll need more than this. 2/3, yeah. So let me go ahead and fill this up with some more water. 2/3. Okay. So we have 2/3. Let me put the paper onto the side. Okay. Room temperature tap water. Fill the large plastic, okay? And then fill the 100 milliliter graduated cylinder to the brim. This is 100. Beyond the last volume marking with room temperature tap water. Next step, I spill a little water. So work on a kitchen counter or somewhere else that is okay. So now I think this is enough. Okay, so we have it to the brim here, 2/3. Put it in, and then it can lean. It said it can lean. So, the flex tubing should be connected to the plastic tube connector, and the tubing connector should be inserted to the hole of the rubber stopper. Yep. Yes, right here. The one is rubber band. These connections should be snug so that no oxygen can leak out. Doesn't look like it can. Yep, I think it's cool. Curve the freon, yep, into the U shape. Carefully maneuver the end of the tube into the opening of the graduated cylinder so that about 2 inches of the tubing is inside of the cylinder. So 2 inches, 1, 2. So probably need to be like right here. So about 2 inches. Like that. Kind of like this. Rubber band. Once the tubing is in place, it is okay if the rubber band falls off. Okay. Oh, she fell. So we want to insert her into the cylinder. How do you? Can I put my hand in there? One. Okay, there you go. It's in there. This case the rubber band falls off. Place the rubber stopper clean the 10 and pipette by rinsing them in water. Yeah, these are clean. At least 3 times. Okay, 1 second. So we have our newly washed graduated cylinder and pipette. Hold the 100 vertical and record the initial volume of air in the cylinder. So now let's see how do we record volume. And cylinder filled with water. Record the initial volume of air in the cylinder of air. How do you do that?
In lesson 3.5, these are the steps in a graduated cylinder, and then you would take the rod and place it in the water, and the volume of water goes up, it's displaced, and now it's 72 milliliters, or 72 cubic centimeters. We call that the final volume.
Well, I mean, there's no air in the cylinder.
The rod, you need to subtract the final volume from the initial volume, because the amount of water displaced.
So yeah.
Is get an initial volume of water.
That's to put it in. That's how do you find air?
And then you would take the rod.
Okay. It appears frothy. Clean. Okay, hold. Okay, and record the initial volume of air in the cylinder. Initial volume of air. And the little tubing came out. Fudge. Okay, so. Oh, nuggets. Okay. 1 second. After completing, okay, so we have that, and there's no air, so I guess not. Stir the solution with the clean pipette. Ooh, it does look frothy. Let me put this back. So the clean pipette is ready. Frothy. So with this, I have to put in 5 milliliters. Copy that. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so we have it to 5. So we have to pull this out, and we have to shove this guy back in. Okay, so pour her in there. Immediately cap. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the F? Oh. What just happened? Yes, I did. Check the... Oh my god, I did. Did you guys see that? I don't know if y'all saw that. So now that I did that, there's air at the top of the cylinder. Swirl the flask and let the reaction run until the volume of gas stops changing. This may take up to 5 minutes. So swirl it up. Oh, swirling it. So there was no air, so there was like literally no air. So let's do 0. Like immediately, there was like immediately, this went down. And gas. So you can see. Okay, back. It's been around 5 minutes. It hasn't changed so far. So, I mean, except for that going down by 10, or looks like by 5, 10. Place the thermometer into the container of water and record the temperature in degrees. In degrees Celsius. Ooh, it went down. So now it's like 26. I think 22. 26. You probably don't. Yep. Okay, so we have to look up our barometric pressure. My location. Barometric pressure. Right now. There's 30.15. Okay. Uh-oh. So I mixed the yeast with the